Montana Knife Company has been an interesting kind of experiment in building a company without outside investment and without investors and without borrowing a bunch of money. I started in my garage with just my kids helping me. And then we moved into this building with probably 20 people. We now have 75 employees. Where we're sitting right now is my horse pasture, my house. And I've got 50 people reporting to work every day here. So we're just completely out of space out here. Once we decided to buy land and build a building, we started looking out in the Frenchtown area where we're at now, realized real quickly that there wasn't the infrastructure needs out here. Started looking into the Y area, and I was introduced to MEP by some folks. And even though there wasn't the infrastructure there was a lot of talk about that being kind of the next area that Missoula County was going to be growing to. And that introduction to MEP was, as it turns out, ended up being really vital for the connections that we needed to have really serious conversations with other business owners in that area and contractors that are working in that area currently. And then also with the county in regards to what their goals were for that area for, frankly, the next 50 years. What I hope happens is that we attract other cool businesses, whether it's from the outdoor space or in the manufacturing space, where maybe it's not just hotels and some of the service industry, but it's jobs that maybe provide a little bit more ability for kids like my own high school kids to graduate high school, go to work in a manufacturing setting, and work their way up through and become leaders in that building. I think it's easy for people a lot of times to wonder, where tax dollars go, or what's the county doing, or some of the components of the county doing. Frankly, I've probably been that guy in that position. But I hope our citizens, can see our building as an example of what a partnership with the county can look like. We're helping potentially bring, essentially a form of city water to that area to help with expansion. And though we all want our county to stay small and, not have tons and tons of growth, we also need to have places where people can have jobs. I have 4 kids graduating high school here. I don't want them to have to leave the state of Montana to raise their families.